We're back, gamers, and episode 20 of Avowed. So we're continuing where we left off last night.
What's the meaning of this?
Look at these crops. Look at your city. The Dream Scourge is laying waste to our home.
There is no Dream Scourge in Emerald Stair.
The land begs to differ, and I can prove it.
I'm offering a substantial reward to anybody who can locate the remains of Maxim Vitaro. He vanished in the wilderness of Emerald Stair 10 years ago. His journal is also missing. I will accept as proof of discovery. Maximum was our founder, my father, and devotes Skynite. He would not have left us without good reason, so I have every reason to believe he hasn't gone far.
Can discuss this in private.
We are discussing it now. How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dream Scourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us. Oh my goodness. Are you a godlike?
Robert, at your service.
Charmed. It's just, we don't see many of your kind anymore.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Seems more likely you'll have to punch some sense into him.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I'll thank you not to involve yourself in our private discussion.
I am Adrian Envoy. Is that official enough?
Very well. I hope you remember that behind these walls, your influence has limits.
I'm sure he didn't come all this way just to challenge your authority. As you can see, I was just proving a point to our esteemed governor.
A cart full of spoiled vegetables. You call that a point?
Ha! Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for miles around, and now I don't even recognize it. First came the invasive species, roots and mycelium growing overnight, as though nature itself had gone mad. The Dream Scourge has twisted our lands, our wildlife, and now, our farms.
I've seen the corruption in nature, but never this advance.
There may still be time to reverse the damage.
I believe that we can restore the land, bring back its soul and its sanity, cut off the Dream Scourge at the root. Our governor would rather ignore the problem. He doesn't trust animancy as his father did.
But you do what would you take for a... But you do. What would it take for you to fix this?
Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, we first need to understand it. Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through him.
Must be nice that all the arguing isn't about you, for once.
I'm just trying to stop Chiata from hurting herself. Animancy is dangerous when you're shooting in the dark.
She's the one taking all the risk here.
You must be unfamiliar with animancy. There's always collateral damage. Are you going to tell him about your family's basement? Or should I?
How dare you use that against me?
I know it was an accident. But look what it cost you. We can't let it happen again.
While we argue among ourselves, the Dream Scourge is tearing the living lands apart. Tearing our people.
If we work together, I wouldn't stand between you and your ambitions. Maybe we can solve the Dream Scourge rationally. Let cooler heads prevail.
Then we'd better do it somewhere else. Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some time away from my duties. I'll trouble you no more.
Your request is denied, Chatta.
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets a precedent that I cannot allow.
Everything I have proposed has been for Fior, and you still refuse to cooperate. Under the circumstances, I don't have much of a choice.
Then neither do I. Giatta Castel, from this day forth, you are banished from Fior Messiverno.
Banished?
What?
Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest animancer in the middle of a crisis.
Your pupil has gone too far, Quilici. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town.
Let's go.
Governor, this is unacceptable. Your...
Had to readjust the camera.
House
there.
like a good dog. We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house due west by the workshop.
Another mouth to feed. Maybe we'll need to let Kai hunt more after all.
Big old fiasco there, man. Arguing. But she's trying to get her point across.
Ado, welcome to my fine establishment, amico. Well, I was not expecting such an esteemed guest in my humble workshop. Are you in need of any weapons or armor? The roads haven't been safe as of late.
Show Starman, can you tell me anything about this?
Is that? Gelarde. This is star metal. Very rare stuff. Where did you get this? Nay, don't tell me. I'd be tempted to go looking for some more, and that would certainly not end well.
Can you do anything with it?
No. Unfortunately, I don't know how to work the metal into anything useful. Only enchant it. I did receive a shipment from Sola's Keep recently, however. A mace, crafted out of star metal, brought to me by a trader from Galawain's Tusks. I suggest you make your way there if you're looking for someone to work that beautiful metal into a proper weapon.
Galawain's tusks? Come on, it can't be that complicated. I bet you 5 skates a Smith and Thirdborn would know what to do with this stuff.
I'll take that bet.
And I'll take your money, eventually.
Is there anything else I can help you with, amico?
Do animancers have much for weapons to use and armor?
Nay, not really. But not all of us in Fior are animancers, you know. Besides, humble craftsmen such as myself, we have the rangers to outfit. Under normal circumstances, I'd not sell to a traveler like yourself. But as I'm sure you've seen, these are not normal circumstances. Care to see what I have?
Damn, he's expensive. I can't buy nothing here. Awaken Ardra. Oh, this is the lodestone made of star metal. I would think. Oh, lockpicks. I'm taking those.
Ado, welcome to my fine establishment, amico.
Why is there like an open door here? It looks like we're going out.
Confounded machine.
Excuse me, but I'm a tad busy.
To my colleagues and friends and naysayers, you are hereby invited to the demonstration of my latest achievement, that spiritual self-combustion. Bear witness I set a fire to my very essence merely to prove that I can. Do you doubt it? Then come watch me fail.
The Adra is healthy. It's the essence I'm concerned about.
This again. You're beginning to sound like Giata.
Have you ever stopped and listened to her?
Clean up to yourself, label your experience, no stealing resources.
She might be onto something.
I'm sure her mother and father were onto something, and look what happened to them.
Hey, there's Marius. I was gonna say, where's Marius?
I have to do something. I can't let anyone else. On the way. I'm sorry. I'm not in a place to talk right now.
Tell me, what are you working on?
Yesterday, I made an incredible discovery. We can use half as much Adra to achieve the same results. And then I thought, what if one day it's a third, a quarter, a speck?
Wouldn't that be a good thing?
No. To harness these forces for so small a price is too much power. Who knows what kind of chaos we'll create? I have been reading Athelmir's treatise on Wotica. Perhaps she's right. Maybe Animancy should be reined in.
Set an example. Show your colleagues it can be used for good.
How can I? All right. I'll do some more tests and see where they lead me. But I won't publish anything until I'm absolutely sure.
All right, explain it to me again.
Imagine a river of essence. It feeds our crops, enriches the soil, and fuels our experiments. So where is the source of the river? What have we really been tapping into all these years?
I shouldn't be sober for this kind of talk.
What do you think of Giata's theory?
Well, my experiments have been a little...
unpredictable? Like, the essence has no sense of direction. How did you know? We should talk, but not here.
A lot of journals here.
I had one job. One.
Andrella, my love, I want to see you again. What about our patrol tomorrow night? The woods will give us some privacy. Don't breathe a word to Aina, though. She went straight to the captain last time.
A drink godlike? Well, I'll be a godlike in the bone and bore. Apologies for the ruckus outside. The Animancers never know when to shut their mouths.
I found it entertaining to watch.
I might be more amused if it didn't happen so often. But that's animancers for you. Except Giata and Quilici, that is. They are the only animancers taking the Dream Scourge seriously.
Not taking the Dream Scourge seriously is a mistake.
Try telling that to Vidaro and the animancers. But the rest of us, we've all heard the rumors from outside. Animals gone mad, terrors stalking the wilderness day and night.
Terrorists have always stalked the wilderness day and night. The stories are true. I've seen the Dream Scourge myself.
Birds' bells, of course. If Emerald Stair runs out of food, we are in. We've had crops fail before, but never food rations. The governor says it's just a temporary precaution, but I am not buying it. So, we ought to drink while we can. Agreed? Anything I can get you?
Lockpicks! Gonna get that.
Welcome back, envoy.
The crops rule. All!
Can anything be done?
Bly thinks I ought to give up farming, leave Emerald Stair, but...
And the Animancer...
Look out for her, Fidelio. How hard could that have been?
Can I help you?
If I could help myself, do you think I'd be in here? I don't mean that. I have a lot on my plate.
A burden shared is a burden lifted, you know.
Well, I suppose the worst I can do at this point is waste your time. I'm Fidelio, Lieutenant Fidelio Sarap. I lead one of our ranger outfits. At least, for now, that is.
For now, sounds ominous.
We were helping with the recovery effort until we hit a snag. My two youngest rangers were supposed to report back from their rounds. I assumed they'd turn up. But it's been 3 days now. They're still not here.
If you need them found, I am your service.
Praise Ilia. Their names are Belena and Adalaro. I doubt they'll be apart. They were good rangers once, but since they've caught each other's eye, all they do is sneak off to...
Get to know each other.
I think they know each other very well.
Well, there's worse places to make the four-legged beast. I promise you that.
New recruits running off with each other? Oh man, this brings me back.
Anyway, I never thought I had any cause for concern. They always found their way back eventually, but they haven't this time. They're out there, all alone, and they could be in danger, and
You don't have to explain yourself. I'm worried. I'll be worried about any charges too. Maybe they're not finished. You get my drift?
What they're doing is their business, but rangers have to come when they are called. Wait, gods, you're relentless. The point is, they've never been gone this long. The last time I saw them, I sent them to patrol the northern riverbed. If you go that way, please, keep an eye out for them. I'm losing my mind in here.
Two young Nemdutin wandering out by a river. Consider them found.
Maybe we don't look too soon. Give them a while. Know what I mean?
It's been 3 days, man. What are they doing for 3 days? crop shortage is perfect for pretending to test my family's research. But of course, I'm getting nowhere with this Ignacy. He has the town wrapped around his finger. You think a community of free-thinking animators would embrace a very little innovation, but no. They not even to save their lives. Nature as we know is ours. We dam its rivers, we cut its forests, but metaphysically world the nature next door, that is the true price. We can bring the spirit world like a stubborn horse. The possibilities are endless. Today we grow crops, tomorrow souls. Once our patrol is over, we have a few of the rangers are grabbing drinks at the Bone and Bar. Would you care to join us? Of course. I understand if you're busy. The offer still stands.
That did not go as I had planned.
What did you think would happen when you confronted him, sir?
Well, my first idea was to mess up his house. Maybe break a window or two.
We made a breakthrough for the first time. The device successfully gathered the essence into Adra core. I credit the interlocking rings, a design our colleague took from the ruins across the sea. She believes the rings pulled essence out of the surroundings as wind currents pull dust and pollen. Though I am troubled by what implies. When we use animacy to mimic nature process, we get better results. Why?
Perhaps I should thank you for showing restraint.
That is food.
I'm sorry you had to see that. What an asshole.
Giata, some manners, if you please.
Why start now?
We're on the verge of extinction, but our governor is too busy protecting his fragile ego.
He must have his reasons. He's focused on the wrong problem, that's for certain.
What does he know? He isn't even an animancer.
You did challenge his authority.
I know, but... curses. Without Fior Messiverno, I'm hardly even an animancer. My tools, the workshop, all gone.
You stuck to your principles, that's what matters.
I wish I could take credit for Giata's stubbornness, but she learned that on her own.
Thanks, old man. At least now I'm free to study whatever I want. On my terms. The Dream Scourge has been a thorn in my side for too long.
How so?
I have plans for this island, and they don't involve the Dream Scourge. But that's a story for another day.
Your parents would be proud to see such tenacity.
Anyway, listen to us babble. Let's talk about you. I never expected to see an Nadiran envoy here. You've got a lot of guts showing your face in a town full of animancers.
Well, I'm looking forward to working with you.
Likewise. They should be educational for us both. Our first order of business is the Dream Scourge, but I'm also curious about you. There aren't many godlike left these days.
You think there might be a connection?
Wouldn't that be a coincidence? I only bring it up because Animancy might offer us some insight into your nature. Keep an open mind. While I pack up my belongings, you can help me by...
Helping you pack? Are you alright?
I just realized this is the end. I have to leave Fior Messiverno. Forever.
Take all the time you need to think it over. Things need to change. Nothing ends. Think of it a new beginning with new friends. For God's sakes, Quincy, or say something encouraging to your pupil.
As much as I would love that, we're already out of time. When it comes to the Dream Scourge, we haven't been allowed to acknowledge the problem, much less act on a solution. Today, that changes. I need help from the Animancers around town, but as you can see, I'm an outcast.
Maybe I'll have better luck. Will your colleagues even talk to me after what happened to you?
Don't worry. Ignacy can't banish us all. Manto Pastor is in the workshop due west. He's got an invention that can help us. Elia Rossell is an authority on the undead. Her methods are controversial, but useful. She lives in a cottage southeast of town. And then there's Yvette and Remy, our philosophers. You'll find them at the docks, southeast of Fior. Each of them owes me a favor. Drop my name, and they'll tell you what they know about the Dream Scourge.
Sounds like I got my work cut out for me.
We're about to make history. But first, research.
Guessing she's not much of a hunter. Might want to get extra rations next time we go shopping.
Godlike.
Well, since we're here, let's go and see
Imperial envoy, research assistant. Who knew?
Careful, or we'll get thrown out of the pub.
We're already...
Really? Huh. And when did that happen?
Can't say as I remember. You?
Oh, yeah.
Have you heard? Chiata's causing trouble at the governor's mansion again.
You must admit she has a point. We should...
You will love it here. The living is quite a vacation spot, even the small shrooms are large here.
do something about the Dream Scourge. Not simply wait for it to pass.
Be careful with that kind of talk. The governor has ears all over town.
For Inverna is dangerous legacy. We exploit the land for its riches, but our way of life is only a generation old. Our children will inherit the ecosystem they barely understand, because we barely understand it.
Spirits are truly wonderful. How self-aware and reach with insight.
Insight, you say?
Indeed. The spirits have access to lifetimes of knowledge.
A little knowledge would do me good. A pity till I'm dead.
Would Would you care for a refreshment? If you are looking for sanctuary, you have found it. The Gifted Magpie is a house of calm, rational discussion. We have only 2 rules of conduct. Maintain dignity and speak in a soft tone of voice.
So, the opposite of what I heard about the governor's mansion?
Indeed. There is a reason I prefer to keep the doors closed. Animancers are miracle workers, but their work breeds obsession, rivalry, and bitter disagreement.
You must see a lot of animancers around here.
Their anxiety keeps me in business. This tea house is where troubled minds come to approach problems from a quieter angle.
Speaking of which, we really could use a cup of tea.
Regrettably, we are out of tea. My stockpile is exhausted, and the harvest has not kept up with demand. We have other goods for sale, if you care to peruse them. Trinkets I have collected over the years. The fields have been unproductive of late, and what grows has not risen to our standard. I am hopeful that this is a temporary setback and not a sign of things to come.
Alright, let me see what you have. Let's go and fight, man. So, they have a little bit of... What? -10 cast ability. Ooh, that's pretty good. They have a lot of chatter. A lot of stories. Like, a lot. -10% essence cost, 15% shock damage. Come back. All right, man. I want to go and I want to do some fighting, man. I'm tired of like coming to the shop. I need some fighting. All right, so we hit everywhere else. All right, let's go hit up the enemy shop, workshop, and hopefully
You ever think
we can finally go and get
what
some
if I
fights.
Of course. What would you do?
Oh, I heard there was a new arrival, but I didn't expect a godlike. Welcome to our modest workshop.
Giada and I are investigating the Dream Scourge.
Giada, what a loss. I owe that young woman more than I could ever repay. Unfortunately, I cannot do a lick of research while my equipment is underpowered and overworked.
Maybe I could help you fix it.
A novel idea, that. What I need is a stronger power source.
You're an amateur. Can you just NMS one?
We can't make something out of nothing. We're still limited by our resources. I could use a large single block of Atra, but harvesting it is difficult in this environment. Oh, wait. One of our rangers reported that an Adragon recently died in a western grove.
At risk, stating the obvious, we're standing in front of a massive Adra pillar.
Indeed, but that well is almost dry. I need more. An Adragon's heart can hold an immense amount of essence. The grove is to the west, across the chasm. You can't miss it. The rangers say a Delamgan queen holds court there. You may be able to retrieve it without violence, but most Delamgan in these parts are hostile to Keith. So you can understand why none of us went rushing over there to find it when we heard the Adragon had died. Still, Delumgan queens can be reasoned with, so if you want to get the heart peacefully, try not to kill her guards.
I'll see what I can do.
Do be careful. Emerald Stair is not itself these days.
If you can convince her to hand it over, I'll be more than impressed.
All right. Let's go. Let's get out of here now.
Ado, welcome to my fine establishment.
Finally, we're out. So much chatter. Almost 30 minutes of just chatter, running around, finding quests. Then 36 minutes.
Oh, it's you.
Oh,
Leave
another
me
one.
alone, all right? I'm not looking for trouble.
Your clothes seem familiar. Were you with the rebels in Paradise?
Maybe, maybe not. What's it to you?
I don't mean any harm to you. Any harm.
Well, don't tell anyone I'm here. That damn fool Wolf with his head full of visions. When he wanted to resort to violence, I knew I had to leave. I guess you must have seen something in him I didn't. Hope your mercy doesn't come back to bite ya.
You were brave to stand up to your principle, stand by your principles.
Maybe I'm brave, maybe I'm stupid. I'll find out eventually. In the meantime, I can sleep at night. Good luck out there.
Sir Log, my idiotic rival has a lab outside the city. I seen them skulking around the walls like a rat in search of chiefs whenever hiding. It'll be mine soon enough. Payback for selling my research for all those years. Update: a dead and curious. There should have been an entrance nearby. No matter, I didn't come this far to give up. Now, I will find a way inside, even if it kills me. And it killed you. Goldie, let's see. Gold shoes. Looks like it's merchant shoes. Oh, what the fuck am I gonna do with merchant shoes? Two intelligence, one perception. Oh wow. Which one's the one that gives me? Mine, the one I'm wearing now is the Wayfarer's. 10% resistance. Slowly regenerates health while walking. Take that. So let's go up to this. Is bound to kill. Kill the Exurps. We're here.
Take your best shot.
Give me a moment.
Who's ready for more?
I'm ready for more.
Hey! Over here! Here they come. Oh no, don't! I shot! Not now! Here! Come and get me! Arms up! Wait, not yet.
What the fuck?
Been to Fjord. Don't eat the brown berries. They're not actually berries.
Keep quiet.
Coming in hot. Let's see what you got. Nothing there.
What the? That killed that fast?
Come and get me!
Take a moment, people.
One for you! You're mine now!
Oh shit, what was that?
Hey! Over here!
He's outside!
Hands on! Just wait. Hey, let me catch my breath. Give me a target. You sure?
Oh shit!
I got it.
Woo! We killed that ogre. I don't know if it was. He just came out of nowhere. I don't know what. He just must have got pissed off because it's killing the spiders or something. I don't know what the fuck. He came out of nowhere. That one's good, but only when I'm getting charged at. I still think this one's pretty nice. It's got the, but I like the fire. I like the fire. Wait, I thought this was supposed to be fireballs. Let's go inside the ogre's cave and see what they have.
Watch for spiders.
Oh, this is the other star metal.
I feel like someone in Solace could figure out what to do with that.
I got two of them already now. 2 star metals. So now what? So now we knew what he was protecting. He was protecting star metal. Hey, we got 28 now. I've felt them calling, the spirit of this place, maybe something more. A god, they will not take me. There is so much work to do. Shimmering wings and whispering skies and overtaking vines entice them with their beautiful lies. They will not have me. I need to bring others here. Their souls will be a salvation if I can just figure out how to give them to this land instead. Then the whisper will not follow me. Whisper in the dark. I want to listen. I want to dream. I want to hurt. I want to see. I want to have. Now, listen, dream. And then repeat it all over again. All right, let's take a nap. Wait, what is this one? Some more enemies.
Unseen, unheard.
Come and get me! Wait a minute.
Give me a second.
Yeah. Oh, what the fuck? The magic is good. That guy's still popping, man. I've completed all the theoretic work on my dissertation, gathered your bear-yangans into the majority of patterns of Emerald Stare's greatest wildlife. All that is left is study. I've been watching them from afar for about a week, but the distance makes it difficult to gather necessary data. I'll wait until the subjects are out hunting and sneak into their den. I might be able to collect a fur sample, or even a stool sample. If I'm especially lucky, I'll blow the rest of the students out of the water when I come back with my paper. And finally, your sin study deserves to be its own discipline. And he died. And I'm now encumbered.
Let's see what you got. Looks nice. Another win, but who's counting?
%, party fix it, 15% damage with maces and two-handed hammers. We survived the violent Republicans in the wilderness and the failed harvest, but after the sleepless night, my beloved woke up giggling in her sense. I don't think she even recognizes, and I found a mushroom in the bed. I think it was growing in her hair. Enough is enough. We survived so much, but we can't survive the dream scourge. Maybe it's the land of the sick, and we're just feeling the symptoms. All I know is I'm taking her out of Emerald Stair with prayers of fresh air and change of scenery. We'll clear her up her illness. All right, let's go and slip it off.
Hey! Over here! Here we go!
Yep, let's set up camp and we'll call it a night. Call it an episode, I think. I'm getting hungry. Let's see what we can upgrade here. Looks like we can upgrade our bullets. But I think I would rather update this one, 39 to 44. Or one of these books. Or I can even update one of these arcanist things. I have a lot of stuff here I can upgrade. Need wood. But I thought we had 37 here. One of these books I can upgrade. I think I'm gonna wait.
You feeling okay? Seems like you were having a strange dream, Leah.
See. 10% damage. Power attacks give all nearby enemies negative 10%. I'd rather keep that one.
The other night. A cup of tea might help you sleep. Unless you need a nip of something stronger. You know, I've heard dueling is popular in the Valian republics. You wouldn't think a public argument could feel as brutal, but I'll be damned if Giada didn't draw blood.
Giada had to make her point. Verado was being unreasonable.
No doubt. That's why I admire the resolve. Living Landers can be contrarian and combative. That's what sends a lot of us here in the first place. But it's still hard to swim against the tide with your own people, especially when it means getting them to face a hard truth.
This is why I prefer the wilds to the court, fewer politics.
Agreed.
I'm with you both. And Giada. She knows who she is and what she believes. She's got more clarity and conviction than I had at her age.
She has more clarity than you have now.
Hey, I am a willing victim of my own delusions.
I get it. Losing your home is hard, especially when you have...
Sometimes that just makes it easier.
Hey, don't worry. We're talking about Giada's situation.
Right. Like, what did you think I was talking about?
Anyway, this can't be an easy time for Giada, but I'm glad to have her on our side.
Can we talk about something else for the moment? Agreed, let's rest.
Envoy? Well, that was interesting, right? The woman arguing about the crops failing? Standing up for what you believe against authority. I can respect that. Of course, my method would have been run away under the cover of night, never to return, but yeah, this works for her.
She's right. They're going to ignore the obvious threat.
I don't know. In my experience, it's always the snake you don't see that bites you. Anyway, there's clearly more going on here than a bunch of animancers sitting in dusty labs doing whatever they do all day. Beyond that, nah, I can't help you. Call me when you're back to facing real danger. Right, changing the subject. I'd just tell you what I told you last time you asked me that. Nothing has changed since then. Oh, good. Let's have it. You're paying me to keep you alive, not to open up. In fact, you're not paying me at all. So let's just keep things professional and keep your guide happy and unburdened by thoughts of his past.
Damn.
I think there was a period of 3 days when I was in training, but I might have dreamt it. I remember sleeping a lot. Ha! Not without a sharp blade or a barrel of Wodak, you won't. When I was a child in Solace, a warden named Alinka taught me the basics. What berries to eat, how to build a shelter, and so on. Later, I started going out on patrols, just to get experience in the wilds. By the time I was 15, I was going out on my own. No, she died on patrol in the Ash Forest several years back. By then, we already hadn't been speaking for years. We had a falling out over me sneaking out of the keep a few times when I was 17. Well, the few times she knew about. Turns out I was just good at surviving on my own. So I kept doing it, and I kept getting better at it. Well, good. Maybe show your appreciation by making sure Kai hangs his wet socks away from my tent. Anyway, what do you need?
Let's talk about Emerald Stir.
Ask away. I get a weird feeling when I get close to Lake Lacuna. Like there's something there that shouldn't be. Most of this is probably old information for you, but you asked. Less urgency for shelter here. You can find shrubs to block the wind or tree cover to protect from rain. There's also plenty of food around too, if you know where to look. Rule of thumb, if it's red, don't eat it. Or if it makes you itch. There's also just about any kind of game you can imagine. Just make sure whatever you catch doesn't have mushrooms growing out of its face. Oh, and be careful when you leave the roads. You never know when that deer you killed was some Delumgon's favorite pet.
Heard anything interesting out here?
Careful in the western areas of Emerald Stair. Something lives out there, and I don't really care to know what. Right, changing the subject. Pleasant dreams.
Let's see what kind of food we can make. right. And we'll call it an episode here. I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, I'm out.